this is Tim Colling coming at you from Senior Leads Boost with another weekly tips video. In this video, we're going to talk about planning ahead for Google Business Profile changes because you want to avoid problems. And the reason is because Google often gets things wrong. So let's take a look and see what the problem is. So this is what can happen to your Google Business Profile if you aren't careful about how you make some changes. As you can see at the bottom of that screenshot snippet, it basically has Google telling you, oops, you're not verified. That means that your edits won't be visible and you won't be able to actually make any more edits until you get verified, as it says over there on the right. And these days, getting verified again means almost always a fairly cumbersome video verification process, which is much better if you can avoid it. So what can you do? Well, here's a recap of the problem. The problem is that these re-verifications introduce delays, and also you can't add any more changes until you've finished re-verifying. It can sometimes also result in Google suspending your listing, although that's not as often as just requiring a re-verification. So what are safe changes, ones that are less likely to cause re-verifications? Well, getting new reviews, that's never a problem. Adding new photos, that's almost never a problem. If Google doesn't like the photos that you're uploading, it just simply won't approve them. Adding new Google posts, same thing. If they see something that violates their terms of service in a post, they just simply won't show it. And also adding new questions and answers almost never causes a problem. Riskier changes, well, these are almost always changing the name of the business, changing the address, and sometimes changing the phone number. It seems less likely that phone number changes will cause problems when they're done by way of the Google API, in other words, using programs that can update those things for you, but it's not a guarantee. And sometimes changing the phone number manually won't cause a problem, but it quite often does. So what's the best thing to do? Well, it's to prepare by planning ahead and doing the things on this list before you change your Google Business Profile. In other words, you're setting up the proof or the justification for the change so that Google will be less likely to find fault with it. If you're changing the name of your company in your listing, then you want to change that on your corporation or LLC documents with your state, or you can also just file a fictitious business name statement, what we refer to as a DBA, with the new information, and that will usually be sufficient. Also, update your city business license. It's a little bit awkward if Google doesn't believe you when you say that you've done everything legally and then your license is still in your old name or at your old address. And then also make sure you update your website. If you update the name of your listing and your website doesn't reflect that name, well, then that can also cause problems, and your social media pages. Also, you might want to do all of this far enough in advance that you wait a week or two before you update your Google Business Profile after making these other changes. It's not guaranteed that it would help avoid problems, but it might. If we can help you with this, we would love to do that. Just give us a call or reach out to us on email, and we'll be happy to help you as part of our Senior Leads Boost service. Thanks for listening. I hope that this is helpful. Have a great week. Take care.